Hi, I'm Louise Breakey from Breakey & Co, and in this video I'm going to tell you the best way to make an offer on your dream house. So you've done the viewing, you've fallen in love with the property, you've weighed up all of the pros and cons, and after sleeping on it, finally you decide to put the offer in. So you mentally run through the phone call to the agents and how you think it's going to go. You make a plan for your first offer and how you'll increase after that. You've decided on the top price you're willing to go up to, and then you pick up the phone and you make that call. But unfortunately, it doesn't go quite as you'd planned. The agent starts to ask you loads of questions that you don't really have the answers to. When you say the amount that you'd like to offer, there's radio silence on the end of the line and you're thinking, gosh, this wasn't quite the way I'd planned it. I suppose you're probably expecting some kind of celebration, or, maybe that they say, oh, that's fantastic, well done, I'll put the offer forward, and it is all a bit of an anticlimax. So if the estate agent wants to sell the property, why are they not more excited that you've made this offer? Firstly, it's not that they're not excited about selling the property. They are, believe me, they are. But they have to present your offer to the sellers, which is their client. And to present the offer correctly, they need to have all of this information. So let's put yourself in the seller's shoes for one moment. So let's imagine that I'm ringing you and you're going to get an offer, and imagine you receive the offer from me, and before you feel excited, you need to know how much are they offering. You need to know who's making the offer, and also what position are they in. You also need to know how are they going to pay for the property. Are they getting a mortgage? Are they getting a bridging loan? Are they paying cash? But the most important thing is, when would they like to move in? Because that's when you'd be expected to move out. So what I've done is I've put together this short video just so that you can make the most of the offering experience and ensure that your offers are taken seriously, and more importantly, they get accepted. Also, one thing to bear in mind is that if you've made a low offer, even if you're happy to increase it, you could come off as a time waster if you haven't thought about a few key things. Be prepared. Having all of your ducks in a row before making offers will show the agents that you are serious about buying a property. You'll need to provide a few things. So you'll need to provide evidence of your financial position, usually with bank statements and/or mortgage agreements in principle. Always have your ID ready. You'll have to show those to solicitors anyway, so you might as well present them to your estate agent. And this will show the agent that you are serious and you're not playing around. If you don't feel comfortable with showing bank statements, then another way you can do it is speak to your solicitor, your accountant, something like that, and you can request a formal written confirmation from any of these people or your bank manager, and they'll happily provide that to you if you don't feel comfortable. It's not, it's never normally an issue. So another thing I would always say is be committed. Don't dilly-dally around. If you're serious about your offer, then show that you are serious. Always respond to calls and emails promptly. Of course, we all know that this is a game of poker, and you don't want to give away your highest offer too soon, but that doesn't mean that you need to be flaky or evasive. And if you're difficult to get hold of, or if you're indecisive, then the offer will begin to look less attractive, and that will get passed on to the vendor. Another thing I always think you should be is fair. Calculate your offer based on market conditions, your own circumstances, and your perception of the property's value. Of course, everyone wants a bargain, but if you make an offer that low that you may cause offence to the seller, and there's less chance that you'll get a deal tied up in the end. Remember, your opinion of the property's interior does not reflect the current value. You can always put your own stamp on that property. Be sure, if the seller's going to enter into any negotiation with you, you need to be 100% sure that it's the right property for you. If you call the agents and offer on 2, 3 or 4 properties at the same time, they'll not be able to accurately put your offer forward to the sellers. Imagine if the sellers ask the agent, do you think the offer is a good offer, or do you think they're serious about this offer? How can the agent say yes when you're offering on other properties? They'll always advise the vendor of this as well. Be realistic. No offer will be accepted if it's 50 grand below the asking price, where there's 5 offers on the table, and you always need to be realistic. You need to know that if there's lots of interest in it, then you need a decent offer. You need to be bang on the asking price, or perhaps it may go to best and final offers where it will go slightly above the asking price. Sometimes, you may try and knock people down, but always be mindful of the amount that you're trying to get shaved off. Buying a home is a huge milestone in anyone's life, but quite often the road to purchasing a home can be a roller coaster of emotions, and sometimes it can be fraught with stress. So, if you decide that a home is perfect for you, follow these tips to ensure that your offer is accepted, and then you're over the first potentially stressful hurdle. If you're searching for your next home and you keep missing out on properties, or you've got any questions, give us a call and speak to our expert team. We'll be happy to help. Another thing that you can do is sign up to our Heads Up property alerts. This will ensure that you're the first person to hear about any new properties, even before they go on Rightmove or before they go on Zoopla. It's a brilliant way to get in there first. I hope this has been helpful. If you've got any other queries or questions, give us a call on 01942 238 200. Thank you.
Reiki and Co.